So guys, what 6.4 is all about, it's really transformations of graphing. Do you remember last year, like you'd have a parabola and you'd be like, okay, that's shifted left 2 and up 4, or vertical stretch by 3, that sort of stuff? Okay, it's that, so you've seen that before. The part that I think, the one parent graph I think you don't know is this one. It's not absolute value, it's called greatest integer. It's the greatest integer function. It's sometimes called the step function too, because it looks like a bunch of steps. It starts with a filled in dot at 0, 0, and then you connect it over to 1, 0, and that's open. Then you're up at 1, 1, filled in, over to 2, 1, open. You've seen this?
Yeah.
Okay. And it just keeps stepping its way up. It also does the same thing on the other side. Yeah, you guys remember this?
Yeah. No.
No? Okay. Some of you no idea. Okay. So guys, I'm just going to go through the examples of what can happen with a transformation of this for you, just to make sure you guys are okay with it. So parent graph always closed on the left, open on the right. It starts at 0, 0. So let's do so what's going to happen with that? Where do we go? I heard mumbles.
Left 2.
Left 2, okay. So that point from 0, 0, just move it left 2. So that's sort of where I'm starting. And then you just step your way across the graph. You don't have to like fill in every single piece of the graph just to show me that you get the idea. What if it had said that? Greatest integer minus 3. What? Yeah, just move it down there. So you just start there. And then step your way along. So easy and simple with the up, down, left, right, okay? The other things we can do are reflecting, and then we can do stretches or compressions. So let's look at some of those. Are we okay with these two? Okay. So I'm going to write okay, so what's the difference between 3 and 4? Okay, and yeah, which one means which? They both mean reflection, but one is over the x-axis, one is over the y-axis. So which one's which? The first one's actually flipping over the x-axis. The second one is flipping over the y-axis. You can think about it a couple of ways. The second one, it's the x that is changing sign, right? So think if you have a positive x, you're not going to have a negative x. You're flipping over the y-axis. Okay? You can always go back to like your parabolas too. You know, if you had a negative inside the parentheses squared, okay, it's flipping over the y-axis, it's not going to look any different. If you had a negative outside, didn't that make it an upside down parabola? Flipped over the x-axis. So, this one's flipped over x. This one is flipped over y. So let's do the flipping over the x first. So the piece of our graph that's on the x-axis, is that going to go anywhere? Nope. The stuff from the first quadrant is now going to end up in the fourth quadrant. So sort of like your slope just changes, okay? Questions on that one? So I think flipping over the x is easier. When I flip over the y, what's going to change? Yeah, so like the open part is going to flip, okay? So the point at 0, 0 won't move, but now it's going over there, okay? The open piece has switched. And guys, you're not going to have like a bunch of these on your test or anything like that, but if I show you all of the different things that can happen with it, I think it just makes it a little easier. So don't panic that like this whole section is step functions. All right, so we then have to think about our stretching here. So this is a vertical one. Outside. So you guys remember that's a vertical stretch by 2? Yes, okay. So the piece of your graph that's on the x-axis, that will not change. But the next one, instead of going up to 1, where's it going to go? To 2, yeah, it gets stretched. So you have like big jumps in your steps now. So what if it had been a half in front? Yeah, you'd have like little tiny steps moving up. Okay, you'd have a whole bunch of them. All right, so the outside one, that's not too tricky. Yeah. So that's the last thing we're going to do. What if the 2 is inside? And then we're also going to do what if it's a half inside? So when it was outside, it changed your graph vertically, right? So when it's inside, what do you think it's going to change? Horizontal. Yeah, horizontal. So it changes like the length of your little steps. Now, remember, inside is always the opposite of what it seems like it should be. Like if it says x plus 3, we go left 3. So when it says 2 times x, what do you think it's actually going to do? Half. Yeah, it's going to cut your little step in half. So 0, 0, oh, I need to change color. 0, 0 over to a half. Nothing's changing vertically, so then we go up to 1s over a half. Over a half. So you've got these like little short steps going on now. So all it changes is the width of your step. So what do you think is going to happen on 7? Yeah, they get twice as long. Okay. Gotta go all the way over. Still only going up 1. And all. Okay. All right. I realize we are running out of time quickly, so. But that's it for step functions, and that's just a quick review of all the transformations you can do. Your homework is graphing transformations and graphing some piecewise functions. Okay. All right, folks.